Join me today as we build this fantasy romance style bookshelf with mountains and a dark accent. I put this together over the course of about a day and a half. This is for the wife and her ever-growing collection, so we needed something strong and unique. I wanted the shelf to scream, "This is a fantasy series," and it is inviting and displays the kind of adventure that you go on when you're reading this style of books. So what we've gone through so far is cut the miters into these pine boards that I had laying around the shop. We joined them together with some dowels and glue. And now we're going to be cutting out some mini triangles with the spare scraps left from that pine. So we're putting the miter saw on an angle, chopping those up, and then we're going to be taking that over to get a nice stain. These are the larger ones that are going to be the backdrop for the smaller mountains, sanding off some of the edges and the kind of the splinters that the saw leaves behind. So this is that dark walnut color. This is what the wife actually wanted. She wanted it to match the color of the shelf itself. These ones you're looking at now were my first attempt before I brought her out to show her what it looked like. So I included this in the video because I had painted the tops white to represent the snow, but I hadn't for the new ones that I made with the different stain colors. So we rounded off the corners there on the router, give it a little sand, and then we're going to be applying that dark walnut stain to the shelf itself now that it's all dried up and good to go. Now we're going to be mounting the brackets. These are just cheap $2 brackets a piece from Home Depot, but they're strong, and I wanted to make sure that the shelf could support the weight of those hefty books she's got there. So we're fastening all that up, and we're going to take some super glue and we're going to put these mountains on in a kind of unique offset way, which I thought looked really cool. So there's the final product there, all done. Now we're going to be using some drywall plugs to mount them in the corner in our living room. I think you could fit about 10 total books on this shelf, and it turned out amazing. So let me know what you think, and I'd be happy to make one of these, add some custom unique things that have to do with your book series that you're reading. So thanks for watching and checking this out. Until the next one, you take care.